mean you're gonna...
He ain't received nothing we said, man.
He's just screwed. He's a
You're
heathen.
not set up to get this.
Micah chapter 4, verse 1. But in the last days it shall come to pass
In the last days it shall come to pass.
that the mountain of the house of the Lord shall be established in the top of the mountain.
Right, meaning the government, all right, that's spoken of in Isaiah the 9th chapter,
Yep.
which the root, the word there is Masharah, which that's the word that is said to Jacob, you have power with the Most High. That's that government that's going to be set up over the whole earth. All right, go ahead.
And it shall be exalted above the hills, and people shall flow unto it.
People shall flow unto it. It shall be exalted above the hills, like Daniel, the 7th chapter. The Lord is coming to take down all the dominions of the heathen nations according to the Bible and set up the nation of Israel with the Messiah being the head of it. That's what the Bible is talking about.
That's right.
Okay? And they're gonna, and what are they gonna do? Go ahead.
Verse 2. And many nations shall come and say, come and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord.
Right, and many nations shall come and say, let us go to the mountain of the Lord. Now, Hebrews 8, get that last part in Hebrews 8 real quick. They shall teach, they shall not teach his neighbor. Read that real quick. I want to make a point.
God.
Yeah, read.
Verse 11, and they shall not teach every man his neighbor.
Right, they shall not teach every man his neighbor, right? The Israelites ain't going to have to teach every man his neighbor. It's going to be written in them, right? Can we all agree?
That's
Go
right.
ahead.
And every man his brother saying,
Right.
his brother.
Right.
Know the Lord.
Right, so we're not going to have to teach Israelites to know the Lord because it's going to be written in them. That is the blessing that was given unto them. Each Israelite, man, woman, and child will be perfect. The 144,000 under the Messiah will be the governing body of the new world to come. And what will be the standard? The laws. You're gonna, just like you gotta stop at a stop sign, well, in the kingdom, God's kingdom, you can't be a homosexual.
That's right.
You can't have a bad kid. You can't treat the earth this way. You can't eat this. You can't eat that. Like everything is gonna be put back in its rightful order under that seed.
That's right.
That's who was given the dominion on how to treat the earth and run it in its proper way, the Israelites. Starting all the way back to Adam, passed on down through a bunch of righteous men. Okay? So it's saying, read that again.
God. And they shall not teach every man his neighbor,
Right.
and every man his brother, saying, know Yahweh.
So in the kingdom, once the new covenant is fulfilled, which these Christians teach, they're already in the new covenant. With a crawfish sandwich.
Right.
Go ahead.
God. For all shall know me.
All shall know me. Now, it was talking about Israel, right? But it says all. That shows you who the all is talking about. Because that chapter is saying he's going to make a new covenant with Israel and Judah. And they shall all know me. But people will go to the all portion and say, it's all the world. You see that? Go ahead.
For all shall know me from the least to the greatest.
From least to the greatest, baby. It's going to be order in the kingdom of heaven. Go ahead. So all shall know. So we're not going to have to teach. Now read that in Micah real quick, and then you got it.
Micah 4 and 2. And many nations shall come and say, come and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, into the house of the power of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways.
Whoa! So in the kingdom of heaven, the Israelites ain't going to have to be taught, but the heathen are going to have to be taught. This right here cuts everything you're talking about.
That's right.
No Israelite is going to have to teach each other. So who are these nations that's going to have to be taught righteousness once the Lord establishes his dominion?
Yeah. Non-Israelites. Yeah.
Heathen. Read that again.
That's right.
Verse 2. And many nations shall come and say, come and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord,
Right.
into the house of the power of Jacob,
Right.
and he will teach us of his ways,
Right.
and we will walk in his paths.
Right.
For the law shall go out of Zion,
The law shall go forth out of Zion.
and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem.
And the word of the Lord from the... What's wrong with what we're saying? See, here it is. These people can teach that you can go to an eternal hell, but when we say we're just going to rule the earth, we're going to have to put y'all down, put y'all into captivity, Esau going to be done away with, but everybody else is just going to be subject to the law. That's beautiful. Ain't that fair? That's fair. Meaning once we establish our kingdom, the heathen are going to get their portion. Here, you go over there, okay, but what are you going to have to do? You're going to have to pay your first fruits and your tithes to the Israelites. Just like here, we got money comes out of your check before you even get it.
Yeah.
Well, in the kingdom of heaven, all of the heathen nations are going to pay tribute to the Israelites. So what's so unfair about that? It's just that it's so-called Negroes
That's what
saying
they
it.
don't-
That's
what
the
they
problem.
don't want.
Period.
That's the problem, man. That's really the underlying issue here, is that we are the ones that are saying it.
You dirty black skin.
Because the
should never
so-called
be
Jew
chosen.
has taken his monkey ass over to Israel and set up shop. And you ain't went over there not once, man. You ain't went once to confound that state of Israel.
That's right.
You ain't went once, man.
Yeah, all types of wicked.
But then the so-called Negro repents. You got a problem, man? You people ought to be ashamed of yourself and you being confounded.
That's right.
Right. Through the Holy Spirit, man.
This is Isaiah chapter 9, verse 6. For unto us,
And you ain't going to be able to smile yourself out of what's coming to America.
That's right.
All of those stupid smirks are going to be addressed, man. All of your pride. Because the problem is so-called Negroes are repenting.
Right.
If we was just staying in rap music being a damn clown, putting tattoos all over our face, nobody would have nothing to say, man.
That's right.
Nobody would have nothing to say. And the so-called Native American and the so-called Mexican. All of those are the 12 tribes of Israel, man.
Right.
Straight up. And what happened to us because of disobedience, and now we are being called to obedience. And you got a problem with it. And we're building the temple, man.
Yeah, well, you can't stop the train, man. The Spirit has got this thing growing. That's why it's a global enterprise now, man. The Most High will have this to happen. That's why all this chaos is happening in the world too, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
you know?
decrepit kingdom, man. Christians don't have nothing to say about this decrepit kingdom.
Yeah.
Yet men standing on the street corner coming
the
back,
problem.
calling they dedicate their life to it, man.
Yep. All the wickedness that's going on the planet Earth, man, they're mute. Yep.
Children are being raped by the hundreds of thousands and millions by the Catholic Church. You have not done one video. Stood stiffly. You may have mentioned it, but you have not done one video in front of the Catholic Church who is actually raping children, yet you ask us about rape.
That's right.
You ask us about rape. And according to this world, all of these damn priests are homosexuals and pedophiles, man.
That's right.
That's what they're doing. It's happening. As we speak, it's happening. And you Christians don't stand up to none of that, man.
Yep.
But then you see men standing up, repenting. Now we gotta get the camera. Come on.
Yeah. Leaving out from all the wickedness in the world, man, unto a standard, a way of being, man. You know, that's the assembly of our spirits bothers them. You know?
And this is the real gospel. The scriptures say the gospel shall be preached throughout the four corners of the earth. Then the end will come. If Christianity was the truth, the end would be here.
Right.
This is the true gospel, man.
Right.
Ain't that pity-pat game plan, man. It's serious business.
Right. Isaiah chapter 9, verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be the burning and fuel of fire.
Yeah.
For unto us a child is born.
Right. Unto us a child is born.
Unto us a son is given. And the government shall be upon his.
Government shall be on his shoulders, man. And that's what's coming to the earth. The government of who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. Why ain't nobody happy? Why don't nobody want to hear about that?